All right, so this is the wife. This has Glenn Close in it.
Next time I introduce you, try a little eye contact.
And next time, don't refer to me as your son, the half-baked writer.
You shouldn't need my approval to write.
Everyone needs approval, Joe.
Hello?
Am I speaking to Mr. Gosselin?
I'd like my wife to get on the extension.
Hello, Iron?
It is my great honor to tell you, Mr. Gosselin, that you have been chosen to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature.
Tell me this isn't some great big fat joke.
It's all real, darling. Breathe.
Welcome to Stockholm. We are so delighted to have you here.
I came across some of your stories in the college journal. Beautifully written.
Joe had a very heavy hand as a teacher.
Did he encourage you to keep writing?
A writer writes because he has something personal to say.
You write with intelligence, but you're detached.
The characters are supposed to be detached, especially the mother.
My wife doesn't write, thank God. Otherwise, I'd suffer permanent writer's block.
Don't ever think that you can get their approval.
Feminist
The
dancer
men,
ideas.
the ones who decide who gets to be taken seriously. A writer has to write.
something a husband
Writer has to be read, honey.
It does sound like something a husband would do.
I am aware of Joe's various indiscretions. His affairs have nothing to do with you. That's a deep-seated fear of inadequacy.
Don't paint me as a victim. I am much more interesting than that.
I can't do it anymore.
I can't take it. I can't take the humiliation. What are we doing?
John, we're not bad people.
I think you are sick and tired of Joe Castle.
I would like to convey to you the warm congratulations of the Swedish Academy. You have reinvented the very nature of
Tell
storytelling.
me about yourself. You have an occupation.
I do.
And what is that?
I am a kingmaker.
What do you think?
It looks like it could be interesting. The characters, well, the husband seems very one-dimensional, which I think makes the movie a little bit boring.
No.
When it's just like, he's evil in this way, he's evil in that way, he's evil in the other way.
That's not how you feel about me, is it?
Maybe it's true.
Yeah, they look like they are acting it really well. Glenn Close looks like she's doing a great job. In the scene where they're yelling at each other, he's yelling at her, like, feels authentic. But the story seems a little boring. Like, that it's kind of that indie thing where they take a really small subject and they expand it out as much as they can, right? It's a drama between, my assumption based on the trailer is it's gonna be about Glenn Close being or having aspirations to be a writer herself, but being kind of held down by her husband when they're younger, and that kind of continued after they got married and went on. So she feels unfulfilled. He's kind of using her as inspiration or just straight up stealing from her ideas, but it doesn't matter because they're married. Like, that's his attitude. Like, it's not like, oh, this isn't plagiarism, it's we're working together as a team. But she feels like, oh, I deserve the accolades. And that sounds a little exhausting.
Yeah.
Like, it just sounds like, oh, she's bitter and upset and frustrated, and he's a jerk and arrogant and insensitive. It doesn't sound like a movie that's going to be fun to watch. And, like, obviously dramas don't have to be, like, upbeat and peppy, but when you don't have a thing to overcome, right, in a drama. So when your drama has something that there's an event that happens, right, like family loses their kid and they have to work together, overcome it, and that's the struggle, then you can leave it feeling like, oh, you know, I'm happy for watching this movie because I feel encouraged or like satisfied in the story. But when the story is, I'm bitter and I'm grumpy with what you're doing and you're angry and upset with me, there's not a lot of resolution other than just like, all right, I guess it's fine. Like with those types of movies, generally.
Yeah, I mean, or it's about her getting the courage to stand up for herself, or leave him, or do her own thing, or
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, but those never are fun to watch either. You know what I mean? Like if the overcoming aspect of the movie is we're getting a divorce and I'm gonna go live a happy life, that isn't like a fun idea.
Yeah.
You know, like when you consider what divorce does to not only the couple, but if they have kids and their family, and like the ripple effects. Divorce is always portrayed, when it's in a positive thing, it always comes across as really selfish to me.
Yeah.
Like it's like, oh, this isn't like, you don't seem empowered, you just seem unaware of the damage you're doing to other people. Well, I don't know, maybe it'll be good. It looks well done, but it looks like it'll be like really draining to watch.